Did you know your feed wants you to have the latest updates in digital marketing? So you're in luck. I'm JB from Belmore Digital with my digital update for this week, Monday, 9th March 2026. Nearly the Ides of March. This week, marketing dashboards are still arguing with each other. Most outreach emails are dying before anyone reads them. Search results are quietly becoming a brand credibility check. AI can write faster but not smarter, and the real customer experience begins after the sale. The thread this week: better data, clearer messaging, credible content, and remembering that customers don't disappear the moment they click buy. And before I get into it, my Digital Trends 2026 report is out now and it is free. Chock full of detailed strategic insight, it's an essential read for any senior marketer, founder or C-suite leader who wants to stay ahead of the game. Your time will not be wasted. Grab your free copy, the link is in the description or in my bio. Now, if you want to know the full story, go read the full post on belmoredigital.com or watch the full-length video on my Belmore Digital YouTube channel. So, get in touch to discuss this with me or drop me a follow to get more of my updates in your feed. When your dashboards disagree, it's usually the dashboards. Many marketing teams still measure performance through systems that don't properly connect. Paid media dashboards, analytics tools, and CRM platforms that all show slightly different numbers. Because customer journeys stretch across channels and timeframes, these fragmented reports rarely tell the full story. One channel may create awareness today while another records a conversion weeks later. When the data sits in separate systems, it's easy to assume something isn't working when it actually is. Anyone who has worked in marketing long enough has seen the meeting where three dashboards all disagree with each other. Someone decides paid media is failing, someone else points out organic traffic is up, and the CRM eventually shows revenue increasing. By then, the original panic usually looks a bit unnecessary. The real job is understanding how demand moves through the funnel rather than arguing over individual channels. When analytics, CRM data and campaign performance are connected properly, the picture becomes clearer and the decisions get easier. This sits firmly within analytics and performance strategy. If your reporting still involves teams defending their favourite dashboard, talk to me about connecting the data and making sense of it. Get in touch to discuss this with me or drop me a follow to get more of my updates in your feed. Your outreach email died somewhere around sentence 3. Most outreach campaigns fail before the reader even reaches the offer. Messages often arrive packed with jargon, vague promises and sentences that feel like they were written for a strategy presentation rather than a human being. By the time the reader works out what the sender wants, they've already moved on. If you receive regular cold emails or LinkedIn messages, you'll recognise the pattern. A long introduction about the sender's company, a vague claim about improving growth, and a polite request for a meeting. Unfortunately, the reader rarely makes it that far. The fix is not particularly complicated. Clear language, shorter sentences, and an immediate explanation of why the message matters will outperform most clever frameworks. If the reader understands the relevance quickly, they're far more likely to keep reading. That kind of clarity sits within email and CRM strategy. If your outreach campaigns are producing silence rather than replies, let's talk about making your messaging readable enough for busy humans. Get in touch to discuss this with me or drop me a follow to get more of my updates in your feed. Search results are becoming a brand credibility check. Organic search used to focus mainly on traffic. Increasingly, people form an opinion about a brand before clicking anything. Knowledge panels, AI summaries and brand mentions appear directly in search results and shape how trustworthy a company looks. In many cases, the decision about credibility happens before the website visit. That means search results are doing part of the brand's reputation work. If the information shown there is clear and consistent, it reinforces trust. If it's confusing or incomplete, the brand signal suffers. Many businesses still treat SEO purely as a traffic channel. That misses what search engines are really doing, organising information about companies and presenting it to users. This is exactly where SEO, search engine optimization, comes in. If you want to understand what search results are saying about your brand, talk to me about strengthening your search presence. Get in touch to discuss it with me or drop me a follow to get more of my updates in your feed. AI can write quickly, but it still needs a brain. AI writing tools are becoming a regular part of content production. They can generate outlines, summarize research, and create a first draft much faster than a person starting from scratch. Used sensibly, this removes some of the repetitive work from writing. The problem appears when AI replaces thinking rather than supporting it. AI is good at rearranging information that already exists. What it can't do is provide a real experience, perspective, or judgment. That's why much AI-generated content feels polished but oddly empty. The structure is there, but the insight isn't. This is where content strategy and creation still relies on human expertise. If your content production has become faster but not better, let's talk about building a smarter content process. Get in touch to discuss it with me or drop me a follow to get more of my updates in your feed. The sale is where the customer experience really begins. Many companies treat the purchase at the end of the marketing journey. The customer receives a receipt and perhaps a delivery notification, and that's about it. From the company's perspective, the transaction is complete. From the customer's perspective, the experience has just started. The period between purchase and delivery is where uncertainty appears. Clear communication during this stage reassures customers that everything is progressing as expected. Once the product arrives, guidance and support help customers succeed with what they've bought. Businesses that manage those moments well tend to build stronger loyalty and repeat purchases. Improving this journey is a key part of conversions and CRO. If your marketing currently ends at checkout, talk to me about improving the post-purchase experience and increasing customer lifetime value. Get in touch to discuss it with me or drop me a follow to get more of my updates in your feed. And that's a wrap. The thread this week is fairly clear. Messy data leads to bad decisions, poor messaging gets ignored, search results now shape brand credibility, AI still needs human thinking, and the customer journey doesn't end at checkout. None of this is new, but the margin for getting it wrong keeps shrinking. Businesses that manage their data properly, communicate clearly, and think beyond the sale tend to pull ahead fairly quickly. If any of this sounds familiar, it might be time for a conversation. Whether it's analytics, SEO, content, email, or conversion optimization, getting the fundamentals right still makes the biggest difference. My Digital Trends 2026 report is out now and it is free. If you are a senior marketer, founder, or in the C-suite, this is the read that will put you at the forefront. Grab your copy, the link is in the description or in my bio. If you want help cutting through the noise and turning change into progress, get in touch via the details in my profile. And in the meantime, don't forget to drop me a lovely follow to get more of my updates in your feed. Cheers.